Welcome to Timeshare Simplified. I just wanted to show you a quick video. You must have signed the contract if you're seeing this email, so I just kind of wanted to go over real quick how the process works. Welcome you aboard. Thanks for becoming part of the family. We look forward to monetizing your points for you as you're primarily in the Marriott program. And of course, we do all other developers as well. We strive to get your points rented as quickly as possible. A lot of times, depending upon your developer, we're faster than others. I'm up at the Marriott Grand Residence right now in Lake Tahoe. I did not pick a good spot to film this, so sorry. But we look forward to working with you. We've been doing this for 7 years. We have a nice system where we can get through the points for you quickly. So what happens now that you've signed the contract, you're gonna go on our list in order of which you came in. So sometimes the list can be very long. Sometimes, most of the time, it's fairly short. Sometimes, depending upon your developer, we can get stuck with the points for a little bit or a few months, but primarily we get through them relatively quickly, or we won't bother to send you out a contract, or we'll let you know ahead of time. So now that you've signed the contract, you put your login credentials on there. We put them into our Keeper security. It's a special security software where the team members, they have a plugin. They can log into your account, but they can't see your password and all that, even them, of course. And then even when they're in your account making reservations and things, the only thing really in your timeshare account, no matter what you own, is like your name and phone number and email address and your regular address, which is pretty easily found online anyway. So don't worry, we put as much security as possible. We use the Keeper security system. You're only the general manager will see those credentials and put them into the system, and then everybody else on the team just has a plugin where they use the plugin and it just logs it in for them. So you'll be on the list. We're coming up with a new app where it'll kind of have a countdown for you to let you know where you're at on the list. That will be coming out probably in the next month or so. Right now it's June 2023. So we'll have that out hopefully by July 1st, I think is the timeline on that. So we'll have that out for you, and then that'll keep you updated. We'll send you an email letting you know when the app's live, and then you can register there. And the app's cool because it'll give you notifications like on important dates to remember, when to bank your points, when to save your points, things you can do with your points. So it'll give you a bunch of different instructions, help you remember. It'll give you access to us if you want us to do a trade for you. We do have trading services where we get you trades through Interval or RCI with a 97% success rate. So we have that program as well. But your name will go on the list. Once we get ready to use your points, the girls will send you out an email saying, hey, Mr. or Miss Johnson, we're getting ready to use your account. From that point forward, that's when they start to use your points. Typically, especially with Marriott owners, we're typically done once they send that email, within 2 weeks of them sending you that email. Then the checks go out every other week on a Tuesday, and then they will send that payment to you via PayPal or via check, whichever option you selected. Let's see. From that point, the team makes all the reservations for you. There's nothing you need to do. We will handle everything for you. Sometimes the sales team, the marketing team, you know how like when you show up at the resort and they say, oh, go get your free parking pass and your discount coupons or whatever, or they call you before you show up. That's just the concierge team, which is essentially just the marketing team trying to book you or the guests on a timeshare tour. So we take your email address out and your phone number, but sometimes that sales team, they're able to go into your like regular profile and contact you somehow. Like they have two different systems somehow. So if you get any notifications from them, or if they call and leave a message asking you like where you want your room, or anything like that. You can just ignore those messages or those emails. You can just delete them unless it seems like something direly important, then just forward it on to us. But other than that, you can just delete all those because they're not necessary. So you might see some of those. Let's see what else. But yeah, sometimes they get around the number thing. That's why I had to block all the Marriott numbers, because I had 10,000 transactions on my account. So I know how it goes when you get calls. So we try to avoid you getting calls at all. That's why we replace it with that number. But essentially that's it. The team will make various number of reservations on your account depending upon how many points you had. Could be anywhere from 2 reservations to 50. I don't know. It just depends on how many points you have. Most of our bookings are smaller in nature. That's just the nature of the business. And most people book closer to the last minute. But anyways, we get through the points. We handle everything for you, because trust me, you do not want to handle all the reservations yourself. Like, people are crazy, I would say, crazy. But you don't have to worry about that. We take care of everything. We pay you the set price per point. Most of the time we'll be through 90 to 95% of whatever points you put on the contract those first 2 weeks, unless, like I said, it's some unless you had like 20, 30,000 points plus. And then it would just take probably another pay cycle. They go out every 2 weeks. If you selected a check, it is taking longer. It's taking like 5 to 10 business days. So don't count the weekends. And then it comes in like a white envelope that looks kind of like junk mail. So don't throw it away. But we are changing over, it looks like, to a new system where we might be able to just email you the check if that's what you selected. So so there's that. I think that's about it. As long as you sign the contract, you're good with the price. We got you in the system with your credentials. The girls will start working on it, and we'll be to you as quickly as possible. If you ever have any questions or want to know where you're at on the list or anything, you can email support@timesharesimplified.com, and I'll have the team put all the information in the description. Of course, you can always text the office at 866-585-8728. Ask them any questions or updates. But once you sign the contract, it's pretty much done. You just need to wait for them to email you to tell you they're going to start to use your account. And then once they send that email, it's every other Tuesday. So starting from the end of May. So but you can always email the team and ask them when the next pay date is, and they will let you know. Okay. All right. Welcome aboard. Email us. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns, and we look forward to working with you. All right. Take care.